It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here are the Panthers out for their first possession, and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
And if there's a quarterback in the NFL who didn't need any extra motivation, it was certainly Baker Mayfield, because this young man already has a permanent chip on his shoulder to prove the doubters wrong. Being replaced and then traded from Cleveland, the team who took him #1 overall, it only added considerable fuel to his fire. Now in Carolina, his entire focus is proving that he can be an elite QB and silencing all the noise.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time. And leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his 3rd 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
And they'll begin by running the option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The drive will start with an option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And shutting him off, now open field. Gets around him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Mayfield throw complete there to Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll work down inside the 45. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Zero surprise to see Mark Andrews receive a pass and pick up a 1st down right there. Not only is he one of the best tight ends in the league, he's one of the best overall players in the entire NFL. Set Baltimore Ravens franchise records last season for catches and yards in a single year.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first. They'll set up to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Flashes another juke, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Foreman is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here,
but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson from 6 yards away. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. .30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's be smart. Let's go. They can't stop. It's about that.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The 71 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield able to complete this to Shenault. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
It's showtime, baby.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Second and goal from inside the 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
2nd and 12. They'll run the option left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I got you, baby. Don't give him nothing.
Jackson will throw again. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's go now. Let's get this, man. Get him going, baby. Keep our boys. Let's go. Turn it up. Play it to the whistle. Let's be smart. Let's play ball.
Again, Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers about ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Let's be smart. Let's play the ball. They can't stop us. Let's go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Let's do this, man. Get him going, baby. Who's going to make a play, baby?
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go, baby.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So a win here for the Panthers, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.